ちは。今日のフィードバックフライデーも一緒にチャレンジ16の答え合わせをしましょう。ジェンですよ。よろしくお願いします。では皆さん、最近少し雨が降ってきたね。皆さんお元気ですか？体に気をつけてくださいね。では始めましょう。問題を読みます。問題1から。鈴木さんは出かけているかもしれませんから、行く前に電話をかけます方がいいですよ。In this question, we will be changing the verb conjugation. Inside the parenthesis, the verb kakemas or to call, right? So it's very important to look the phrase or what's next after the verb or inside the parenthesis, which is 方がいいですよ. If you remember, we studied 方がいいですよ in N5. When we give advice, we use 方がいいですよ to say that it's better to do this or do that. Alright? Now, 皆さん、何を答えましたか？覚えていますか？正しい答えは何でしょう？正しい答えは or 回答 means answer is かけてみた。かけてみた means try to call. Verb plus 見ます。見ます means to try. Dili to see or to look. Again, 見ます in this grammar doesn't mean to look or to watch, to see, but instead to try. So if you combine two verbs, we change the first verb into te form plus the second verb. Okay? 覚えてください. Now, just a review with the previous lessons and grammars that we've already studied. 方がいいです means better to. Always remember that before 方がいいです the verb is always in its past tense and in casual form or in plain form. Some of you answered かける方がいい。かける is present. バツです。ダメです。Again, verb in past tense. Others answered かけて te form かけて方がいい。Again, ダメですよ。This is wrong because we only use te form if the verb may kasunod. It follows verb. Okay? Now, how about kaketa 方がいい Sensei, kaketa is past tense and in plain form. Yes, the conjugation is correct. But in this sentence, there is better answer in this question, which is かけてみた方がいい. Okay? So again, before 方がいい, the verb is also in past tense. かけてみた. Now, difference between かけた方がいい, かけてみた方がいい is, again, verb plus みます. It means try to do. Okay? So, if you compared verb 見ます than verb ta form 方がいい, it's more polite. Why? Because if you give an advice, at least the person you are talking to, you give him or her the option to try. Means, hindi siya forceful. Okay? It's not that direct in giving or stating the advice that the person can do, can try to do or may not try to do. 大丈夫ですか？覚えてください。So again, no, if you notice, this challenge 16 is specifically applied to as a review lesson for the Minano Nihongo lesson 39 to 40. Let me check. そうですね。Lesson 49 to 50. Okay. 次の問題です。問題2。私が初めて作った日本料理です。美味しいかどうかブランクください。So, for you to easily understand the meaning of this statement, it's better to think that you personally is the one saying or telling the statement. 私は初めて作った日本料理です。This is my first made Japanese dish or cuisine. 美味しいかどうか。かどうか means whether 美味しい whether not 美味しい okay 食べますください。皆さんの答えは覚えていますか？何でしょう？正しい答えは食べてみてください。食べてみてください。Verb plus みます means try to do something. Since after ng tabete, try to eat is kudasai. So, we always or we should always remember that always before ng kudasai, if it's a verb, it should be in te form. So, kudasai, verb, always in te form, plus kudasai, it means please. So we use this grammar in giving somebody an order. Okay, if it's strong order or request or if you offer something. Oboite kudasai. Now, what's the difference between tabete kudasai, tabete mite kudasai? Is it the same? Onaji desu ka? Onaji janai desu ka? Okay. 意味はちょっと近いです。でも同じではありません。食べてください is please eat. 食べてみてください please try to eat. Again, if you use verb みます it's saying try to. Okay? So, at least it's more respectful because you're giving your listener, okay, the option to try. He or she can do or cannot do the advice you gave. 大丈夫ですか？次です。問題3。お、漢字ですね。皆さん、この漢字読めますか？ OK。日本で一番高い山ですよ。何と言いますか？そう。富士山に登ります。遠いんですが、上まで登るのは大変でしょうか？富士山にブランク遠いんですが、上まで登るのは大変でしょうか？答えは、回答は、登ってみです。漢字も覚えてくださいね。登ってみ。皆さんどうして答えは登ってみですか？そう。Okay? パレンテシスの後 is たい。覚えていますか？たい。Okay? Verb たい。Okay? ますけ。さよならます。Example. So, 登ります。登ります。ます。さよなら。Ang nabili na lang, ang natira na lang po is nobody plus tai. Nobody tai means want. Hoshi. Nobody tai means want to climb. Want to sleep. Okay? Netai ですね。Want to go shopping. 買い物したいですね。mas sayonara plus tai means want to do something. Now, just a review. After tai is desu. Okay? If you want to show your feeling or will, no? You use or you add the word des, and no, it shows more of your will, okay, and feeling. Other use of this is to state the reason. So instead of saying itai desu kara, you can say itai desu, means you're stating a reason. So also, please remember, des is only casual. If you want to use the polite way, okay, in expressing your will, okay. So I want to go to Japan. No, Nihon ni ikitai desu. That's casual. If you want to make it polite, especially during interviews, job interview, or you talk to the teacher or person that you don't know yet, you met for the first time, then instead of des, polite is no des. Nihon de hatarakitai no des is polite. Now, これ登りたいんですと登ってみたいんです。何が違いますか？同じですか？ Again, the only difference, verb plus mimas or mitai means try, want to try. Okay? With feeling. So it's just like saying, I really, really, really want to try to climb. Noboritai desu is, of course, same. Really, really want to try, but no really, really want to climb. No try. Now, some of you answered nobota. Why is it in nobo? Nobotain desu. Nobo. No, okay? So, if you want to use tai form, it's only the mas. Noborimasu, the mas after ri, nobori, stop, mas sayonara. You don't have to change it into past tense, no? Medyo confusing ba? Because sensei, ta is past tense. Yes, ta form of the verb is past tense, but may kasama siyang I. Tai. Tai. So it means want to, hindi past tense. Okay? So again ha, those who answer nobo, ta, chigaw yo. So next time, please, tadashi kotai, correct answer. Irande kodasai. Also, some answered, nobotara. Nobotara. Nobotara is past tense of the verb plus ra, means conditional. In English, if. What if? So again, no. Because the grammar after the verb we use is time. Want. Really, 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 really want. Chigaimasu yo. Ato, nobotte mite. Nobotte mite. Nobotte mite. Nobotte mite. Mo chigaimasu. Again, before ng tai, the verb should be in mas form. Mas sayonara plus tai desu. Oboite kudasai. じゃあ次に行きます。問題4ですね。このコート、ちょっとブランクもういいですか？このコート、ちょっとブランクもういいですか？イメージしてください。この人は今どこにいますか？トイレにいますか？お家にいますか？そうだね、多分 モール、ショッピングモールにいますね。SM かな、アヤラとか、ベンチ、ペンショップにいます。何をしていますか？そうですね。服かな？コート is yes, coat。コートを選んでいます。多分、コートを買うと思います。Probably, yes. So, in this sentence, after the parenthesis, the verb 来ます is もいいです。If you remember, it's asking. We use もいいですか if you want to ask for a permission. そうだね。Okay. So after, before ng もいいです, the verb should be in what conjugation or in what form? Okay. 答えは切ってみ。In this question, the verb 来ます means where. No? Ano ba yung Tagalog sa where? Sukat. I want to wear. Excuse me. Sukat. Okay? So, 来ます It's not coming. Sigaw yo. Hindi pupunta or pupunta, but try a cloth. No? Wear a clothing. Okay? Kanji mo chigaimasu. Oboite kudasai. So, just a review again. Verb te, always in te form kasi may kasunod siya. Mo i means okay to, then the verb. So, we use this in giving permission. Is it okay? Or, giving permission if hindi siya naka-question form. So, walang ka dito. But in our question, it ends with ka, so it's a question. So, if it's a question, it means you're asking for a permission or maybe a request. Alright? So, again, most of you answered who got the incorrect answer because maybe you are confused. What is kimas? Kimas is come? No. Again, it's where. So, kimas of come, kanji is like this, kimas. And it belongs to group 3. Okay? But, another kimas, no, same lang yung yumikata, but the meaning is different. The meaning in this kind of kimas, kanji is like this. Means where, and it belongs to group 2 of the verb. Alright? So again, those who answered like this, okay? Ki chisai tsu te is wrong because the meaning is cut. Kitte. Oboite kudasai. Kimas belongs to group 2 if it means to wear. If kimas po na to come belongs to group 3. So, chisai tsu wa irimasen. Daijoubu desu ka? Tsugi no mondai desu. Mondai 5. 部長は明日都合がいいかどうかブランクしましょう。部長は明日都合がいいかどうかブランクましょう。Okay? Conjugation of the verb 聞きます。次の言葉はましょう。ましょういつ使いますか？覚えていますか？ Yes. ましょう means let us or like giving. You can do this like giving advice or inviting someone. And let's check the answer. Kaito wa kiite mi mashou wa tadashi kotai desu. So again, if we will use mashou means let us. Conjugation of the verb before masho is mas form. Mas form, no, are those verb without mas. No, tabemas, mas sayonara. Example, other example is ikimasu, to go. Mas sayonara, crash out. Iki na lang po ang natira. Then, plus masho, let us go. Tabemas, masu, sayonara. Tabe, masho means let us eat. Okay, together. Dewa, kite mimasu. Gawin nating let us, try to ask, kite mimasu. If we change it to let us try to ask is kite mimasho. Alright. Kikimasho means let us ask. So, wala lang try. That's the difference. And some also answered kite masho. Kite masho. Iie, kore wa chigaimasu. Doshite desu ka? Masho, before ng masho, the verb should be in maske. Hindi po te form. Okay? Masho. Let us ask. Let us ask. Kite, te form dame desu. Okay? 次ですよ。問題6。先生、私が読みますから間違いが直してください。そう。答えは、はい。読んでみ。try to read ますから。から means because ですよね。So you can use formal form of the verb kara. Okay? Pwede rin futsuke or yung casual form. Pwede mo ring sabihin na yonde miru kara or yonde miru desu kara. So again, because or if you want to give a reason, you use formal form of the verb plus kara, which means because. I desu ka? And additional no, you can, if you talk to a higher person, more polite than yonde mimasu kara is yonde mimasu node. Node is more polite than kara. Now, what is the difference between yonde mimasu kara and yomimasu kara? The only difference is verb mimasu means try to read, because I'll try to read. Yomimasu kara is because I'll read. それだけが違います。でも again, you can use both, but if you use the mimasu kara, yonde mimasu kara, it's more it's not strong, it's more polite, or you respect the listener, because again, you are giving him or her the chance to do, try to do, or to try not to do. Okay, nanabang desu yo. I think this is the last. Yomimasu ne. Hajimete nihon no sake o blank mashita. Okay, after sa verb po is mashita. What form po yan? That's past tense. No? Polite or formal form of the verb in past tense. Kotai wa nan desu? Hai, try to drink. It's the first time I tried Japanese alcohol. Tried to drink Japanese alcohol. Okay, the difference between yonde mimashita, yomimashita, gomenasai, nomimashita to nonde mimashita to nomimashita wa, again, verb mimashita means tried to, drink. Past tense ne? Tried to drink. Mimashita wa? Yes, past tense. Also, but walang tried. No tried. Drank. No mimashita. Okay. 大丈夫ですか? So those who got wrong, I hope you are able to, next time you would use the verb mimas form, because again, it's more polite. It's not so direct if you use verb mimas. Try to than using the direct form of saying advice. Okay, so just to wrap up again for this activity, let's review. The grammar point 1 is te or de. So statement 1, the connector is te or de. We use this in expressing our expression of feeling. Feeling or emotion and state. Okay, I think better to change it for a while. Expression of emotion. そうだね。Expression of emotion, feeling, or state. Emotions like びっくりしました。Okay? 困ります。すみません。嬉しいです。Okay? 心配しますとか。Example, news を聞いて。So first statement is news を聞きます。Feeling or expression of emotion. びっくりしました。びっくりしました。Okay, so we combine statement 1 and statement 2 because statement 2 is an expression of emotion of the statement 1. Okay, so it's like because, no, cause, due to statement 1, no, I feel like this. So expression of opinion. 次、事故があってバスが遅れてしまいました。So, second statement is バスが遅れてしまいました。There's no feeling or emotion. So this is a state, no? The verb that we use here, あって、あります。Okay? あって、we use て as connector of the second sentence because the second statement or sentence is stating the fact, no, of what happened. Next, 明日は都合が悪くて。Now, 悪いです。悪くて。The form of 悪い. And 悪い is not a verb but it's an adjective. adjective です。Okay? パーティーに行けません。Okay? パーティーに行きません。So, it's also a second statement is an expression of state. So, 覚えてください。次、漢字は難しいです。難しい。難しい is not a verb but an adjective. 次の困ります。It's an expression of feeling. So, we use て as connector to make it one sentence. 漢字は難しくて困ります。皆さん、漢字は難しいですか？だね。次、話が複雑です。複雑してますか？話 is no the story or the talk. Okay? 複雑 means complicated or complex. Fukusatsu, is it a verb, an adjective? Yes, an adjective, but it's not an e-adjective. So it's a na-adjective. So instead of te, we will use de. Oboite kudasai. Na kiyoshi, connector, de. Then the next statement should be a feeling or a state. No, expression of a state of a thing. Okay? Yoku wakarimasen deshita. Yoku wakarimasen deshita. じゃあ次です。地震で大勢の人が亡くなりました。OK。地震です。大勢の人が亡くなりました。地震皆さんしてますか？そう。earthquake ですね。earthquake. Is it a verb, an adjective? No, not a verb, not an adjective. It's a noun. Yes. So if the statement or the phrase is a noun, we also use de instead of te. そうだね。Okay. 大勢の人が亡くなりました。So it's like due to the earthquake, the result, ね、大勢の人が亡くなりました。大丈夫ですか？ So again, if it's an emotion, it's very easy to, the second statement to, first statement, te or de, the next is an emotion or expression of your feeling. It's very easy to identify. But what if it's in a state? Okay? Just remember, if it's an expression of state, it's like the first statement is due to, then the second is the result. Cause and the result. Cause and the result. Okay? Cause, connector, te, de, result. It's like due to. So, normally, if it's a noun, okay, noun de, due to means cause of event or a disaster. Normally, typhoon de, ne, jiko de, toka, tsunami de, 覚えてください。次ですよ。はい。Next is casual form or plain form of the verb, adjective, and noun. かどうか or WH question ka, which means whether or whether not. So first, casual form かどうか。Okay? 明日の天気は晴れるかどうか調べてください。次、間違いがないかどうか確認してください。あ、そうだね。Always remember, if it's 間違いがあるは使いません。Okay? 間違いがない is always the correct answer. Why? Because your intention, if you ask, do you have an incorrect answer? Your intention is to make sure that no one has an incorrect answer. So, though in English, we normally ask if do you have, but in Japanese, since your intention is to make sure that they will not have, wala silang mali, so, ang gagamitin natin always is nai, not aru. Machigay ga nai ka do ka kakunin shite kudasai. Okay? Pagkatapos mong mag-give ng speech or report, minasan or classmate ni kikimasu. Do you have a question? We say that in English. But in Japan, you cannot say, Shitsumon ga, no? Arimasu ka? Mo. It's more polite if we use Shitsumon ga nai ka do arimasen ka? Okay, then so it's just like that. So in this question, especially machigai, it's always said machigai ga nai. Machigai ga aru wa tsukaimasen. Oboite kudasai. Sige, その話は本当かどうかわかりません。So 皆さん、if you would read this example, as we have read this example, there is no question, WH question or interrogative. Okay, if there is no question, we use kadoka. 覚えてください. So to make it more clearer, let's go to WH question, casual form, ka. So WH question are in English, no, who, what, where, when, where, who, what, where, when, how, okay, etc. So in Japanese, same. Nani, doko, dare, doste, ikura, nani, nanji, nanyobi, donogurai, dore, dochi, okay, donna. If there's that kotoba, if there's that word, we will not use kadoka. Instead, only ka. Okay? So, example, Sakura-san. Not the flower, but it's a person because san. Sakura-san wa nani yobi ni kuru ka? Kiite kudasai. Tadashi desu. It's correct. You cannot say, Sakura-san wa nani yobi ni kuru ka douka? Dame desu. Why? Question, WH question or interrogative is present in this statement. So, we only use ka. Nani, yobi is interrogative, WH question. 次、結婚のお祝いは何がいいか話しています。So, WH question, present, nani. We will use only ka and the casual form of the verb or the adjective. Okay? 次、彼女と初めて会ったのはどこか覚えていますか？彼女と初めて会ったのはどこか覚えていますか？ Okay, in this question, interrogative is present or not present. どこ。次 is か。Alright? So, if you compare this two, from these two state example, there's no verb or adjective. Doko itself is the interrogative and the noun. Okay? So again, if there's no question, WH question, we will use kadoka. Make sure that before kadoka, always casual form of the verb haremasu, hareru. Change to casual form. Arimasen, change to casual form. Nai. Hontou desu ka? Okay, hontou desu ka? Let's make to casual. But sensei, casual form for hontou desu ka is hontou da. So, don't include or just exclude da. Hontou, da ka wa dame desu. Hontou ka douka. 彼女はダンスが上手ですか？上手です。So, we use 上手。Don't add that. 上手かどうか聞いてみます。Okay? じゃあ次 and 最後です。is verb で見ます。Again, verb plus 見ます means try to. Since connection of two verb, we will use te form plus 見ます。Okay? Example, この問題は難しいので先生に聞いてみます。難しいので polite of から先生に聞いてみます。聞きます plus 見ます。Connect two verb, change the first verb to te form, so it's 聞いてみます。次 日本料理を食べてみたいです。I want to try to eat Japanese cuisine. 食べます plus 見たい want to eat. Want to eat. So verb 1, verb 2 combined, change to the form 食べてみたいです。次、今度の休みにキャンプに行ってみましょうか。キャンプは皆さんしてますか？キャンピングですね。今度の休みにキャンプに行ってみましょうか。Let us try to go camping. Next, break. Next holiday. 行きます plus 見ましょう。行ってみましょう。この靴は履いてみてもいいですか？履いてみてもいいですか？ Is it okay to try to wear this 靴 shoes? So 履きます and 見てもいい So one combine 履いてみてもいいです。皆さん覚えていますか？靴は anything under like ズボン、靴下を履きます。upper okay なmga dress is 着ます。コートを着ます。シャツを着ます。Anything that you put on your head is 帽子をかぶります。かぶってみてもいいですか？ How about if you try a necklace or a necktie? Okay? Anything accessories is you use します。Okay? ネックレスをします。してみてもいいですか？では、ここまでです。質問があればコメントの方でお願いします。